Okay, so if you're interested in how to attach a shawl to your gown to make it look like chiffon sleeves, please continue to watch. Now, this dress was inspired by one of my favorite movies called Somewhere in Time with Jane Seymour and Christopher Reeve. The dress I was specifically interested in is the white gown worn when she performed on stage at a theater play. I wish I can post copies of some pictures or video clips from that part of the movie, but for copyright reasons, sadly, I couldn't. But if you search Somewhere in Time, then type either or both the theater scene and Man of My Dreams, you will see that beautiful, soft, romantic white dress that is kind of like my thing. So, as an engagement party guest, it was requested and preferred by the couples for the guests to wear either black or white or both. And it is the neatest thing to see a room full of guests in black and white, and for the bridal party to wear garden colors. It's so cool. But so I decided to wear a black one because wearing a white gown, it's like, okay, I only the bride can wear that, even though it's an engagement party. I just chose to wear all black. So this dress is a little loose and low because me a shawty, but it being a black gown, the style of the sleeves, and because it's an evening event, it really doesn't matter. It camouflaged the fit of the gown. So anyway, let me stop talking and let me show you what I've done.
Okay, so first things first, go ahead and wear your dress and then get your the shawl of your choice. I'm glad that this one is the one that I found has beads at the edges of it because it will suit really well because that's the part that I'll be sewing onto my straps. So anyway, go ahead and put the shawl around your shoulders like this and then just lay it over. On one side, go ahead and flip it over twice, one, two, and I will tell you why later. This little this little twist here, I'm going to go ahead and try to flip that to the back, and then you're going to get the edge of the shawl and then align it to your waist, and then kind of lay it loosely like this. Don't not too tight, just kind of loosely, and then place it over the straps, and then mark off where you want it to attach. So I'm going to mark off the the shawl, and then I'm going to mark off, the strap. Because when you take it off, that's where you're going to attach it, and then continue to sew along the rest of the strap, sew it, together. And then you're going to do the same thing with the other side. Just lay it loosely over your shoulders right here. Again, not too tight unless you want that kind of a style. But with mine, I just want to kind of lay it loosely, and then the edge of it, make sure it's aligned to the waist area where you're going to be attaching it also. Both of them, they're going to be attached to the waist. So you do that. And then when you take off, just make sure that you measure from where you mark off the fabric to the edge. Make sure both of them are aligned. If it's not aligned, just go ahead and even it out as much as you can, and it doesn't matter. It's going to work out at the end. So be right back. Okay, so I have attached this already to the straps. That's just my marking point, I guess. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sew along here to attach everything all the way to the back, completely covering the strap. Okay, so that's done. So now everything's attached. Now I'm going to do it to the other side, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've sewn over the whole spaghetti straps, as you can see here. And I've also sewn the edge of the scarf onto the waist area. I left it open over here because that's how I want it. Anyway, I'm going to cut a slit from, not all the way, but from where my shoulder is here, and cut a slit all the way down. That's perpendicular to the lines, the design that you see on here. And I'm going to cut it all the way down, not all the way through, but I'll stop right here. And then I'm going to use the fray check to make sure it doesn't unravel. And then after it dries, I'm going to be sewing in these beads here that kind of resembles the beads on the edge of this. Although this is kind of long, but it's okay. But I'm going to go ahead and sew that all along the edges of what I cut out. And I'll be back. Okay, so I have, I placed a thread. I sewed like a temporary thread here. I marked off where I wanted to start. This is a little bit towards the front of my shoulders and my arms. So I just want to make sure that I fold it from here and fold it in half. The lines are, and where the fold is perpendicular to each other. So now we're going to start cutting. So once we start cutting, and then we're going to put the frayed check on the edges right away. I'm not going to record this part because it's going to take a while, so I'll be right back. Anyway, as you can see here, that's up to where I cut the shawl, which is now the sleeves, and I use the frayed check to just glide it over the edges of where it was cut. And then continue along the other side and do the same thing with the other sleeve or shawl. All right, be right back. Okay, so now that it's dried, I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing in the sequins. So I've already prepared my needles, and let's get started. And then I have the bead here. And you just keep on going. And you're gonna sew it all along the edges of what was cut out. So I'll be right back. Going back, we had to take a break for a little bit. It's nighttime. To sew in all these sequences all the way around, and I had to prepare dinner. We had to eat. But anyway, so there's a great big hole in the middle. I sewed these two pieces together to make it look like there are two holes, and how you wear it is just like this one. You put your arms through the second hole, and there you go. And so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to bunch this together kind of like a tassel, and probably put a sequence around there, and then either sew it onto the waist or maybe the back of the shawl here that's just hanging back there. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing.
Okay, so I reposted the picture that I posted at the beginning of this video. I just brightened it up a little bit, but as you can see here, these kind of shoulder sleeves or whatever, it's called cold shoulder or open shoulder, and this is something that's kind of in now in many different cuts for t-shirts, blouses, and what have you. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.